I'm telling you, the rainy season is upon us. Hi guys, welcome back to my garden. My name is Lolo. If you're new, please subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and welcome to my garden. Guys, the rains are doing the most on this part of the garden. So unfortunately, because we are not here most of the time, we're only able to come here over the weekend. A lot of our produce are getting ruined. The tomatoes are getting eaten by the birds, the ones that are ripe. So what I plan to do, some of the ones that are actually just blushing, not fully ripe, just blushing, I'm going to pick them and they will ripen in the house, because I've realized we are ending up losing a lot of the produce that we are working so hard to produce. So let me show you how the garden looks like. It's been raining. I actually didn't think I was going to be able to record, but it has just stopped briefly, and I thought because we are already here, let me just record and then I'll show you guys. Let me show you how the garden looks at this moment. The rains are already here and it's actually drizzling. I don't know if you can notice. Let me just show you how the garden looks. So these are the tomatoes. Let me show you. Majority of the ones that are already ripe have been eaten by the birds. Here is one of them. And then, whoop. As you can see, the situation is not looking so good. So it's very easy to trip and fall. Here is another one. And then I've seen another one that has also been pecked by the birds. Okay, I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do, all of these ones, like these ones here, that are just slightly starting to ripen, like this one here, I'm going to pick. And again, I forgot to bring a basket. So see, so I'm going to pick all of the, oh, here's another one that has been pecked by the birds. So all of these ones that are just starting to ripen, I'm going to pick because I don't want them to be eaten up. Some are not looking too pretty. So let me just place them there. Then I'll pick them once I get somewhere to put them. Yeah, you can see even, oh, okay, that one is okay. All of these ones I'm just going to pick. They will ripen in the house. See, I think some have bag holes, but I'm just going to cut that out. Look at this. This one I will not carry. I wish I had chickens, so I would just throw that to the chickens. There's another one over here that was just, I think the birds had just started to get to this one. There's another one here. This one is almost fully ripe. So I think the ones that the birds have already started eating, I'm going to just leave them there for them to continue eating so that they don't get to the ones that are ripening. Let me see if there's another one. This one too. These ones look like they're just green, but I can see a slight blush, and I know they will just ripen at home. See where I'm walking? It's very easy to just trip and fall. It's very muddy. I'm wearing gumboots. Oh, oh, oh. Just on the lookout for the ones that look like they're almost ripening. Babe, babe, imeanza kukauka? Imeanza nini? Kusimama? Eh. The conditions here are not favorable at all, but I have to do this because it's going to be another week before I get here and I don't want to count more losses. So these ones will ripen at home. In fact, I'm looking at all the big ones, even if they're not blushing yet. Oops, we're just going to pick them. The good thing about these tomatoes, not a single spray has been sprayed here. So I'm confident whatever bug holes are there, we are just going to remove them. And I'm sure the tomato is good to eat as it is. I'm just going to leave them here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get baskets and leave them here because clearly I keep forgetting to bring baskets every time I come here. So I'll get baskets. I'm going to buy baskets, like 2 or 3 of them, and I'll be leaving them here so that it's easier for me to harvest. Because as you can see now, I'm having to put my tomatoes on the ground because I don't have somewhere to put them. All the big ones I'm getting. I'm not taking any more chances. And the timing is actually perfect because we don't have enough tomatoes at home. So I'm sure by the time these ones starts to ripen, we'll have already diminished whatever is in the house. I'm also going to pick a few onions because our onions at home are over. In fact, the one that we used today was the last one. So the timing is just perfect. I don't know if I've missed any. Oh. The smaller ones, I'm just going to give them a bit more time. Unless it has some sort of blush on it, then I'm picking it. This one was pressed against the trees. So as I finish up on the tomatoes, I've also noticed that there are some green peppers that are also ready to be picked, that I'm going to pick, starting from this one over here. This one looks okay. Not a very big size, but also not bad. Oh, I'm telling you, the mud. I think this one I'm going to give it some more time. It still looks a bit small. So are these ones still a bit small. The mud here is something else. There are some more tomatoes over here. In fact, these ones, I think they need to be supported. Oh, but look at this tomato. It's very big. These ones need some sort of support, but that will be done another day. There's some more green peppers on this side. Yo, I'm telling you, the rains are... I'm not complaining. It's only that, hey, the mud is something to deal with. Yeah, I don't like the shapes of some of these green peppers, but I mean, for an amateur farmer, I don't think I'm doing very badly. I don't know if it's the variety that I planted or why it is that they have this weird kind of shape. A basket is a big necessity for sure. Let me put this aside first, and then I'll continue to. I'm seeing there are some more green peppers. So I'm just going to put them together with the tomatoes over here, so that when I'm coming to pick, I'm only picking from one spot. Okay. Let's go get some more green peppers. You can see how, as you head deeper into the shamba, there is more water, so I'm actually afraid of going. So here is another pepper. This one has a better shape, you can see. There's another one over here. There's some more on this side. I think I should cross over to this side. Oh. This is the ghetto. So there's one over here. More peppers here. So these ones that are a good size, I'm not leaving them. I'm just going to pick all of them. I'm only leaving the teeny tiny ones. So just put them there because I'm seeing more on this side. My hand can only hold a handful or a couple, just a couple of them. Oh, look at this kale. This one, this is a volunteer kale. It wasn't planted. In fact, I remember a couple of weeks back, I uprooted one that was on that side of the garden because it was also like a volunteer one. But this one looks so good. I'm actually going to pick these leaves, about 4 or 5 of them. And also some from this other side of the garden, because they're also thriving and we need some more kales. So still some more peppers to pick. This one too, I'll pick. It's not very big, but oh, in fact, no, this one is rotten. There's another rotten one here, but I think these ones were pecked by the birds and then they just start to rot, like this one. I'm really trying my best not to fall down. I think that's about it on the peppers. That's about it on the peppers. So the other thing I want to do is I want to go check on the onions and see if I can get a few of the bulb ones. I'm definitely going to pick the green ones also, but I also want a few bulb ones because I know a few of them are ready. So I've actually noticed there are some more peppers that I had missed on this side. These ones are actually looking better than the first ones. You can see there are a few of them here. I had actually missed these ones. I just saw them as I was crossing over to this side. These ones are better looking for sure. Oh. See? And then I'm really tempted to pull this weed. I hate the smell of this kind of weed. Let me check if we have some more. Uh-oh. I'm also going to pick this tomato over here. Hey, my gumboots are really getting stuck. I'm also trying to check if there are more peppers underneath these tomato vines. I don't want to leave anything. Okay. Yeah, so I think that looks like it for the peppers. So let me go and have a look at the onions on that end and see if I'll be able to get a few. I don't want many, just a couple to last me a week. And then when we come back next week, I'm going to pick some more onions. I'm actually smiling because I've seen something that I thought was not going to survive. You remember me planting this? I think these are broccolis or cauliflowers. And I forgot to water them. And I actually thought that they had died off. But I think the rains have done their wonders and they have revived. There are only 3 of them, but I'm not complaining. I think I had planted more than 3 for sure. But we shall work with these 3. Yeah. As you can see, the situation is not very pleasant. But we have to harvest nonetheless. So I'm already seeing a few onions that I'm going to pick. Here is one of them. It's a good size. I've also spotted another green pepper over there that I'm going to pick. And another one too over there. This one here. So I just want to go around and then I'll come back on that side of the bed. I'm seeing some onions here too. But I'm going to leave those ones for now. I know that there are bigger ones on that side there. So that's where I want to go first. But as I go, I'm also on the lookout for more green peppers. And here is another one. But then remember, underneath this bed, there are potatoes. Oh, the sun is out for a minute. So underneath this bed over here is potatoes, which is a very big risk that I am taking because potatoes and water don't go together. So I am afraid that they're going to start rotting. But honestly, I do not want to do that job today. So they're probably going to be here for another week, which is a very big risk. But hopefully, we are going to get a good harvest. Even if they start rotting, I'm hoping not many of them will rot. So we'll see about that. For now, I only want to focus on the lighter tasks. I don't want to, because potatoes is actually a lot of work and I'm not ready for that today. If it hadn't rained, we would have removed them, but now because it's already too wet, no, I don't want to do that today. I'll do that another day. Yeah, so I've seen another onion that I'm going to pick. Oh, and you'll notice I'm already sweating because I'm feeling hot actually, as much as the weather doesn't look so good. I'm really sweating. So here's another onion that I'm going to carry. 2 now. So I don't think we have any more peppers on this side. But I also wanted to check on my mango trees over there, because you remember I had told you guys that I was going to remove the fruits that were growing on these trees because they're still tiny. But honestly, I feel like I should just let them be. This one has 2, and I'm really tempted to let them be. And actually, I think I'm going to let these 2 be. Let me just show you properly. I'm going to let these 2 be. Oh no, I think I have to get rid of one, because this, oh, my feet are sinking. I think for sure, put this here. For sure I have to get rid of one of these. Oh no, they both look okay. But I can tell you for sure that this tree will not support the weight of these 2 fruits. And yeah, as hard as it is, for sure I have to get rid of them. Guys, what do you think? Should I not? Okay, let me first deal with those ones first, because those ones are still a bit tiny. It's not as my God, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. That's why I'm actually sweating also, because I feel like I'm overworking. So let me get rid of these ones first. See, this is very painful for me to do, for sure. It is very painful. But we have to do it to give this tree a chance to gain some inches. You see, it's still very tiny. And one more thing I want to show you. See, I had planted some peas on this bed, and they all sprouted. This was about 3 weeks ago actually that I planted this. And the timing was perfect because the rains are here. And I'm very happy to see them sprouting like this. This is the first time I'm doing peas. I actually didn't want to plant a lot because I was afraid that they might not do well. But because I left a few of them, I will for sure plant the rest. Babe, unataka kuweka hizo nini? So I'm seeing this is a zucchini over here, but it only has about 2 fruits. But you all know my predicaments with the zucchini, so I'm not very hopeful. So let's go back to this mango tree. So like I was saying, this is actually very hard for me to do. Oh no. And I'm really having second thoughts about it. I'm really confused. So what I'm going to do at this time, I'm going to pick one. They both look okay. Ideally, you're supposed to, when you're thinning your fruit trees, you're supposed to look at the weakest fruits. But as you can see, both of these ones look pretty healthy. See? But I'm going to remove this one first and leave one on this side. And reason being, as you can see, this tree is tending to lean on this side. So I'm going to leave this one because it will bring the weight back on the other side. I'm still not sure that I will let it grow to maturity, because ideally, like I said, we are supposed to let this tree focus on growing upwards as opposed to putting so much of its energy, because right now it's putting a lot of energy on sustaining these 2 fruits. So I'm going to remove this one. There you go. So sad. And I will leave this one for now. Maybe in a week or so I will have healed and I will pluck this other one. Yeah, okay, so let's continue on our onion hunt journey. That's my brother and sister-in-law. So I've seen a few green peppers here that I want to get. Here is one. And another one over here. Look at the shape of this one. And so is this one. Kwani mmerudi haraka aje? Mmerudi haraka aje? Oh! There's a more pepper here. There's another pepper over here. Here's another pepper. So I'm just putting them on one area over there. Here's another one. The peppers have for sure not disappointed, but as you might remember, I had so many of them. I had planted so many of them. There you go. I'm also going to pick this one that looks a bit ugly. There. Okay. Yeah, there's a few more here. Yeah. Kwa gate. Here's another one. The last one is here. Oh, it's running away from me, but I'm gonna get it. Have to cross over. Don't forget these ones. So I'm just going to put all of them together in one place like that. My hands are really getting muddy. Even holding this camera is starting to become a challenge. I've seen one other one over here. There. You can see how much I'm still sweating. So one other thing that I want to do actually, so there is a guy called Dennis Mutua of J. Kusenga Farm that I found on Facebook, and he's in Makueni, I believe, and he has really transformed his farm. I mean, we all know that Makueni is a dry or like a semi-arid region. It's actually quite dry, and he has done a lot of apple trees, peaches, persimmons. I mean, he has so many fruit trees, but I was really fascinated about the apple trees that he has planted, and I actually got a few apple trees from him. So I bought 4 of them at 500 shillings each, and I planted them. So he's very big on not letting the fruit tree bear fruits when it's still very young, and especially when it's about a year or less. So I noticed that my trees, the 4 trees that I planted, started to flower. So I consulted him, and he advised that I remove the flowers and not let the fruit tree at this point, because I got these trees about 2 or 3 months ago. So he advised me to not allow it fruit and remove all the flowers. So I haven't had 2 weeks ago is when I noticed the flowers, and I haven't had a chance to come and remove the flowers. And unfortunately, I'm seeing that the flowers, some of the flowers have already started to bear some fruits. But now what we are going to do is that we are going to remove those trees. Sorry, we are going to remove those fruits and let the tree focus on growth, because as you will notice, the trees are relatively small. Let me show you. So this is one of them over here. So you can already see, so these were flowers of about 2 weeks ago, but they are already starting to turn into fruit. So what I'm going to do, he told me to be very careful not to remove the buds themselves, just remove the flowers and the fruits. So what I want to do is because I believe this to the fruits. Look, there's a ladybug over here resting. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought it fell down. It's still here. So I'm going to remove these fruits here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would have been 6 fruits. So I'm going to get rid of this and so I believe this is like a bud. Yeah, so I think I removed the right thing. And one more thing that I've noticed is that, as you can see, there is a branch coming out over here. Unfortunately now, because it's muddy and there is so much water here, I'm not able to tell if this is a branch, but I believe it's not, because you can see there's a very big difference in how the leaves are. So this could be growing from below the graft point, so this might need to be removed, but I'm not going to do that now, because I'm not able to tell if it's an actual branch or it's growing below the grafting point. So the other tree is over here. So that's one. This is the second one. And you see as well, it has some fruits that I'm trying to form. So I'm going to do the same thing. Remove. So as you can see, these ones are attached very closely to the bud. So I need to be very careful when removing these ones, so that I don't pluck the whole bud out and only just remove these 2 fruits. Yeah. Really trying to be careful not to remove the entire bud. Yeah, that's all. So that's the second tree. But this one, you see, it has another branch that is forming here. So this is okay. So the other tree, in fact, this one has slightly bigger fruits, because I think it was the first one to start flowering. Oh, gosh, you guys. This is a lot of work. Whew, I need to take a break, I guess. Oh, there's a big distraction over here. Come. Amevaa gumboots. as you can see, I'm still really sweating. I think I've mentioned before, I'm about 8 months postpartum. So I'm still very heavy, heavier than my usual self. So that explains why I'm also sweating this much. But you guys, you will never guess what I just found. You will never guess. So let me show you. So drum rolls. We have a watermelon, you guys. We have a watermelon. Oh, you remember I told you that if I get just one watermelon, I'd be happy. Yeah, I think that prayer went straight up to heaven, and we have a watermelon. You guys, this is such a pleasant surprise. I don't even want to touch it. I'm just going to leave it as it is, and hope that it grows, it keeps growing as it is. So I'm actually going to check if there is more, but for now this is the only one that I've spotted, and with that size I'm actually so pleasantly surprised. See, so good. And like I was telling you guys, we have more onions here, so I'm going to get a good number of onions from here. So you can see the rest of the vine, the watermelon vine, is soaked in the water. I probably should check if we have any other watermelon and remove it from the water. So let's check. Umeona utafika huku? Akona gumboots. Lakini atakwama, cause kama huku mtu anakwama. So I was also showing you, this is the other apple tree. See, it has, this one actually has actual fruits on it. And I honestly don't know what this variety is. So unfortunately I have to get rid of them. See, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fruits. And we unfortunately have to get rid of them because, like I said, and you can also see just beneath this leaf, it's still trying to flower and get more fruits. So what I think Mutua was telling me, this is a bud. So this is where the fruits will be formed. So what I need to do is to just remove the flowers, not this entire thing. So I shouldn't remove this entire thing. So we'll start by removing these fruits. Babe, unaona utu 2 apples, but lazima nitutoe. Umchunie spinach. So guys, let's get rid of these fruits for now. This is so painful for sure. I'm actually tempted to taste these mini apples. I know they're probably nothing much here. Yeah, so that's it. And then I also want to remove these tiny flowers over here. There you go. And some more over here.
Brayo, mambo.
Brayo, umefika huku na hii mvua? Sisi tunakujanga. Almost every weekend tunakuja. Guy, when was the last time ulikuja huku? That's the reason why unafaa uplant ndio iku encourage kuko nakuja. Eh.
How are you?
Sisi tuko poa kabisa. Karibu. Wacha tumalizie hapa.
Apart from mboga umeweka nini hapa?
Kuna vitu mob. Actually unaona kama hizi ni apples natoa because this is an apple tree. But unaona ni kadogo sana, so akafai kukua kana fruit at this time. So natoa. Unatoa? Ndio sasa mti at least grow. Kuna
apple, kuna oranges.
Kuna pixies. We have a lot of fruit trees.
Tulibai Murang'a.
Most of them tulibai. Unaona ushaienda hizo side za Murang'a huko? Ukienda Kenol. So kuna place fulani wanakuanga na so many fruit trees. But hizi apples nilitoa huku Makueni. Nilitumanishiwa actually. Zilikam na basi. Yeah, so But hizi najua tumepanda tu hivi recently. Actually, even all these fruit trees unaona hapa. Kwanza kama ile unaona ile Coveri bush ile ilikuja ikiwa this size. So maji tu.
Unaona hii kunini maji. Unaona hata ilibidi niweke pipes za kwa kila miti. So that nani akifungulia pia ni maji inasaidia sana. That is okay.
Sawa.
Tunakuja tu.
Watakwama.
Joy.
Unaenda huko kwao? Sawa.
Unataka mboga?
Spinach ni mob.
Kwa ni Joy zingine. Hata ni yeye kwa nataka kuuliza. Anataka kiasi gani? Sukuma, unataka sukuma? Sukuma? Sawa.
Sukuma tutakutumia ziko hii side nyingine.
Wewe una gambo tutakutumia ziko hii side.
So here are the mini apples and I'm actually going to just taste and see what it's like. I think it's just the excitement really. So I just want to bite into one and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's definitely an apple, but definitely just meh. Yeah, it definitely has that apple flavor. So that's the last apple tree over here, but this one seems to not have any flowers. So we are going to leave it at that. So here we're just picking a few spinach to give away. As you can see from, I think the last video, they were really few, but now because of the rains, you can see they've really multiplied. And there are so many of them. Obviously, we cannot finish all these. So we love to share with the people around us. So now I'm going to pluck some onions. But before I do that, I wanted to check this watermelon vine for some watermelons. Who knows? There could be one buried over here in this water. Oh my. Yeah, so this is nothing really, just mud. There's nothing really, but it actually looks like there was a fruit attached here. Probably fell off. But we are happy with our one melon. Let me show it to you up close. It's a really good size. I don't even want to touch it. I might jinx it. So for now, let's get some onions. Oh, I'm getting stuck. Nini? Nini? Passion. Funge. I mean, for a first time onion farmer, I must say I am very impressed. Even though they're not as big, but I know some like this one have the potential of getting bigger. But for now, I'm pretty happy with what we have. I'm trying to look at the ones that are really popping out of the ground. Those are the ones that I want to pick. Have some more here like this one. Oh, this is a good size. Oh, my braids. So this is a really good size. See? Good size. So ideally, I think when you harvest onions like this, you're supposed to give them time to cure for storage. But because these ones, we are going to consume them within this week, I don't think there is need for that. I'm only getting enough for us to consume this week. See, these sizes are not bad at all. So I need at least 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I had plucked 2 more. So 8. So yeah, this should be enough. This should be enough for now, because I'm still going to get some more next week, and we still have more onions coming up. So this whole bed and the next one, about half of it, are all onions, and we still have some on the other side of the garden, but they were planted at different times, which is actually a really good thing, because now, see, because these ones are already getting ready, so we'll probably have a succession of onions. Yeah, so I think this should be okay. And I believe my work here is done on this side of the garden. I've just realized I missed some 2 apples here that I need to remove. Yeah, these ones. Yeah. I've also seen something else. Oh, my Lord. So this over here is a mulberry, and I've noticed that there are some little mulberries coming up. Oh, we actually had some that fell. Yeah, here. I think I'm going to wash this. So they usually start from green to red to black. So this is fully ripe. You can still eat like this red one over here, but it will be tangy. So this is the perfect ripeness, and this will not be tangy at all. So I'm just going to let these ones ripen properly. By next week I should find some. Yeah, so I think that's just about it on this side of the garden. Oh, should I think I should just let that one be. These ones are still a bit too small. Pick my onions. Oh, whew, it's sinking. Oh God. Whew. We are sinking. So I've had to improvise so that I can carry my green peppers, because I cannot carry all of them in my hand. So there is where I've put them. So I'm still trying to check if the other watermelon vines have any fruit on them, because I had several of them. Oh, you guys, we have another watermelon. It's a teeny tiny one, but this is very encouraging. Look, it's very tiny, but I know it will grow. So this is very encouraging. So I probably need to check on all the other vines. There were about 5 or 6 of them. And I'm also seeing that the vines on this one have gone all the way into the water, but I'm not going to check that. Oh, and I've spotted some more peppers on this side that I had not checked. So I need to figure out where I dropped my shears. I don't know where I put my shears. It's actually getting dark and I don't want to leave them here, so I have to find them. So let's see. I don't know where I left them. They're not in my pocket, so I must have left them somewhere. Oh God. Probably will end up leaving them here. Babe. Babe. Sijui nimeweka wapi makasi. Oh, ndio hizi. Yeah, they are. They're hiding over here. Kujia. Kujia. Oh! Ay! Eh, yawa. Oh my God. I thought I punctured that vine, and it's the one with our melon. Oh, gosh. So I've spotted some peppers that I need to get rid of. Not get rid of, but I need to pick. I have spotted some more peppers on this side. And I don't want to leave these ones because I know I will not find them the next time I come. So we've improvised our storage. This is how we are carrying them. Here is another one, good sized one. Okay. And another one over here. Oh, these ones look like they are chili peppers. Let's see. This is definitely a chili pepper. This is a labor of love. This another one that looks like a pepper over here. There is another one over here. We will definitely clean them really thoroughly. And it's just mud anyway. It's not like it's a problem. Should probably just leave one. That one is a bit small. Any more on that side? I think no, but I had seen one over there. Let me just cross over and pick it. Yo, I didn't fart. It was my boot. Oh. Yeah, I think that's all. He, kuna kitu nimekanyaga hapa. I hope sio watermelon. Ama ni mawe. Yeah, don't think there's any more of the peppers. So hey, I think that's it. Anything else we'll get next time. Aki nitadunda. Acha nivuke huku. So I'm back to pick my tomatoes before I forget them here. So we did find a bucket and put the tomatoes there. Drop my chilies and the onions. Whew. So that's it. It's getting darker. You can actually hear the birds are chirping, and we have a plane passing by. So I just want to rinse the onions and the green peppers before I pack them. So let's do that. Have some water tanks over here. So this water is only for the plants or maybe washing hands, but we also have a tap over here. But I have to go all the way to that corner to open the tap, but figured I can just use this water over here. Just one more time. I wasn't able to show you the progress on this garden today because it's getting a bit dark, but I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I'm going to do that for you guys. You remember we had planted some carrots and some coriander, dania. Yeah, and I also wanted to show you guys how we are faring with our zucchinis. So I'll do that tomorrow because it's getting quite late. I'm sure you can see that it's not very clear over here, but it is what it is. We've been able to get ourselves a good harvest for today. These are our onions, green peppers, and tomatoes, and skumas over here.